Dried beans, just like dried pulses, play a prominent role in Indian cuisine. Apart from providing valuable nutrients, they can be prepared in a variety of ways. Hello, I'm Poori and welcome to the beginner series on Indian cooking on Eats India. Today we are going to prepare Chana Masala, a very popular dried bean dish made of chickpeas. We are going to serve it with a flat, unleavened bread called Poori. The preparation of this dish requires some overnight soaking of the chickpeas. They are then cooked for about 45 minutes in water until a soft state. So here I have 2.5 cups of soaked and boiled chickpeas. Next, we are going to prepare a few other ingredients. Finely chopping 2 medium-sized onions. Finely chop a green chili. Chop a 1/4 cup of cilantro. We are also going to grind 3 cloves of garlic and 1 inch of ginger to prepare 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. We are going to now heat a pot on a medium-high flame and add 3 tablespoons of oil to it. Once hot, we are going to add 3 whole cardamom, 3 cloves, 1 stick of cinnamon, 1 bay leaf, and a teaspoon of cumin seeds. Let the cumin seeds crackle and the spices bloom for a few seconds, and then we are going to add the chopped onions. Fry the onions until light golden brown or until they start to caramelize a little bit, which will give the dish a sweet undertone. Now we are going to add in the chopped green chilies and then the ginger garlic paste. Fry the ginger garlic paste until fragrant, say about half a minute. It's important to cook the ginger garlic paste well, otherwise the raw taste will overpower the dish. Now we are going to add some of our spices. A 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, and finally 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. Let the ground spices bloom for a few seconds, and then we are going to add the tomato paste to it. Mix in and fry the tomato paste for a few seconds, and then add about 1/2 cup of water. Scrape all the ginger garlic that's stuck to the bottom. Mix well and simmer on a medium heat for about 3 minutes. Our onion and tomato mixture has been cooking for 3 minutes now and has come to form a nice sauce. So we are now going to add the chickpeas to it. Add a teaspoon of salt. Mix well. Add 1 cup of water. Bring to a boil. Cover and cook for about 5 minutes on a medium-low flame. Our Chana Masala has been cooking for about 5 minutes and is almost ready. So we are going to uncover the pot and thicken the sauce. This we are going to do by gently mashing the chickpeas against the walls of the pot. Mash close to a 1/4 cup of chickpeas until it comes together into a nice thick sauce. Next, we are going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala powder. Now, we are going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of dried mango powder. The dried mango powder gives the dish a fruity sourness. So sometimes I prefer to avoid the mango powder and instead use a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. Finish the dish with a 1/4 cup of chopped cilantro. Mix well. Dish it into a serving bowl. And your Chana Masala is ready to be served. Next, we are going to prepare a fried unleavened bread called Poori, which is popular across India. So we have 2 cups of whole wheat flour and I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt to it. Mix the flour and salt well together and then gradually add up to 3/4 cups of water and knead for about 5 minutes until it forms a extra firm dough. It's going to be difficult in the beginning to knead this dough because the amount of water we are adding is relatively less. However, it will come together and then form into a nice dough. Sprinkle additional flour or water to adjust the consistency. You want really a nice extra firm dough. Our dough is formed well now. It has enough moisture, but at the same time, it's nice and firm. Next, we are going to add a tablespoon of oil and knead it for another minute. The oil prevents the proteins in the dough from overdeveloping and thereby giving it a very different texture when you fry it. Our dough is formed, so we are going to smear with a few drops of oil on the top, cover with a wrap, and set aside for just about 5 minutes. Our dough has been sitting for the last 5 minutes, so we are going to portion it into golf ball sized dough balls. The dough should feel firm while making the dough ball, so just press it in between your palms and roll it into a nice round shape. Portion the rest of your balls, add a few drops of oil and coat the dough balls so that they don't dry out. Next, heat 3 cups of oil in a wide, deep-bottomed pan. I'm using an Indian pot called kadai. We are going to roll our puris, for which we are going to add a few drops of oil on the counter. Take a dough ball, press it down, and then roll it into about 3-inch size discs. It's okay if they are not perfectly round, but it's important that they are evenly thin. Apply enough oil so that the puri does not stick to the countertop. Now that all our puris are rolled out, we are going to fry them. Make sure that the oil is very hot and then gently add in the puri. Nudge the puri from the sides so they puff up. Cook for about 10 seconds on each side. Drain the oil and remove it into a plate with a paper towel. We're going to fry the rest of the puris in the same manner. And your puffed puris are ready to be served. Our chana masala and puri are ready, so let's taste it. I'm going to serve myself a spoonful of chana masala. Smells so good. Take one hot puri. It's nice and puffy, yet soft inside. Give it a taste. The chana masala is very flavorful and the fried puri just goes so well with it. Delicious. So there you have it. From our kitchen to yours. A very simple recipe of chana masala and puri. Until next time, namaste and thank you for watching Eats India.